everyone, it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio. Today I'm sharing with you some gel printing that I did on the live stream show. You know, Peg Robinson and I live stream every Thursday at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time, and whatever time that is where you live. And today I was playing with some new things that I got. I received some gel plates from Gel Press in exchange for talking about their products and showing them on my channel. And these are not holiday gifts, they're, in exchange. And so I am playing with the 5x7 that I got, and you will also see me bring out some of the Petites, which are tiny little gel plates to play with in a minute. Also, I purchased myself some Foamies stamps from joggles.com that are made out of a dense foam. They're stamps made out of a dense foam, and I bought them using some money that I received at the holidays. And so I decided to play with these different products. I also did a show and tell, so if you want to see all the stuff that I got that's art related, you can watch the live stream that I will link at the end of the video. You can go over there and watch that in real time recorded, and you can see the other things that I got. But this video is just focusing on these foamy stamps and the Petite Gel Press gel plates and my 5x7 that I got from them. So the foam stamps are super awesome for gel printing, for making marks on the gel plate. You can also stamp with them using ink on paper, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just using them with my gel plates because that's what I purchased them for. And they are random patterns. They're not anything real specific, like circles and squiggles and lines and, mark making type stuff. I love to use this type of stuff when I gel print. Sometimes I make it myself. This time I purchased them. And this one that I'm just about to use is really interesting. It says artist. I know you can't read it, but you'll be able to read it later. And the interesting thing about it, man, I cannot talk today. It's been a while since I made a video, you can tell. The interesting thing about it is that it is reversed. So if you were to stamp it onto a piece of paper with some ink, the words would be backwards. But it is specifically designed to use with the gel plate, because if you guys have ever tried to use letters on a gel plate, you need to reverse them. Like if you have a stencil that has words on it, you need to put it upside down. If you try to stamp with a rubber stamp, alphabet stamps, everything comes out backwards. It still looks cool, but it's backwards. But this stamp is specifically designed to already be backwards so that when you use it on your plate, it comes out forward. So as you can see, I'm using it there. I've got my 6x6 plate and my 5x7 plate out, and I use the 6x6 plate as a helper, or basically an ink pad with acrylic paint, and I brayered that acrylic paint onto the 6x6, then dipped the foamy into it, stamped it onto the 5x7, and then now I'm picking it up with some multiple colors, and it's just really cool. It's fun to have something like that. Of course, the only time I can use it is on the gel plate, because otherwise it'll be backwards. I could just use it for, general mark making, but it'll be backwards. And, that's probably okay when you're making collage paper. But if you really wanted to use it as a stamp, like on a card or something, you would want to get the other one, which is the correct direction. They have the same design in the foamy on joggles.com, only it's going the right direction. It's cool to have a stamp that says artist. I try to imagine myself as an artist. I hope that everyone else does. It took me a long time to come to that acceptance, or that, I don't know, to really say that I'm not just a crafter, I am an artist. I don't know. It's a tricky thing. So I have other ones. This labyrinth one, I'm fascinated with labyrinths. And So I really wanted that one. The one that looks kind of like pieces of chain link or pebbles or something, it was designed by Elizabeth St. Hilaire. She's a collage artist that I really admire. She's been around a while and she has really neat collages. And I think I have one other of her stamps. The one that's got the swirling into a circle. That one is designed by her too. And then the other ones are designed by the people at Joggles. Or maybe other artists, but I don't remember exactly. I'm not sure. But anyway, fun product, foamy stamps. You'll probably see them come out again. I did have fun printing on junk. So like that piece right there, that's my Joggles receipt. It has Joggles receipt on the other side. And then those other little ones in the left-hand side, those are stickers, which came in Amazon packages during the holidays. I figured I could just cover the words with some paint, and then I can punch them or die cut them into shapes because that'll be really fun. So you'll probably see them coming up later. They're just, they're junk. They're stuff that's going to get thrown away, but I think it's useful. That Joggles paper is really pretty. It's kind of like an off-white or creamy colored, sort of a textured paper. And it warmed up those prints that I made on it. So now I've switched over to playing with these Petites, gel press Petites. I got the set that has a butterfly wing, a leaf or petal, and a diamond in it. And right now I made my 6x6 into a ink pad, which of course is just putting some acrylic paint on it and picking it up with the little plate and then kissing it to the other plate. So I'm making some butterfly shapes because that's a butterfly wing. I think it could also be a tulip if you put it up ways and then put a stem on it, it would be a tulip. Interesting shape in the gelatin, which they make gel plates out of, some kind of silicone gelatin. Then, of course, I thought that the butterflies needed bodies, and so I used a King Art gel crayon and drew in some bodies. And then I also drew in some little circles here and there around to make pattern on the wings. And after I did this print, I decided it's probably still going to need some doodling over the top. And I probably should have pulled it up with white and not the light blue because it did dull it down a bit. But it was a fun experiment. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing, I'm experimenting, I'm trying out the new products to see what I come up with and what I get when I do different things. Some of it's successful, some of it's not. That's why it's just creative play. This paper will all end up in collages, so it may end up getting torn up anyway. It just color and pattern on paper is what I love. I love, love, love it. So that's the butterfly wing. Then I switched over to the petal or leaf. To me, it's a leaf. I love leaves, so to me, it's a leaf. And I'm putting the paint directly on it with the brayer and then kissing it to my other plate. And then I do have some on I do end up rolling the extra onto the 6x6 and then using it. Then I decide I need some pattern, so I get some turquoise paint and I use the foamies on the little tiny plate and I add a couple of those, which was fun, layering it onto the plate. We layer lots of stuff. Why not layer shapes onto the gel plate and then pick them all up? I'm constantly printing with that layering type of a style. I enjoy doing multiple layers on the plate and then picking them all up with a thin layer at the end. It is fairly easy for me to do here in Arizona because things dry quickly. It's probably not as preferable in a humid environment because you do need to somewhat wait for the paint to dry. Not completely. You don't have to wait overnight or whatever, but just a little bit so that it's not as tacky, and then you pick it up with a thin layer. Still messing with these stickers, but I had a lot of fun doing this, and these are all things that were new to me, so it was fun to play with them. I have had petite plates before, different shapes, I have one other foamy stamp that I got at a art event one time. So I'm starting my collection. I resisted it because it's like, okay, I have enough stamps, right? I have enough stamps, but these are mark making tools for my plate. And so I kind of think of them as something different than all the rest of my stamps in the world. I have tons. So the next thing that I wanted to do was try using a stencil with the Petite plate. And I'll do this some more. You know, this is just all very quick play experimentation. I will do these things again. You will see them again. This is not the only time. But I'm putting the paint on the tiny plate with a brayer and then putting a stencil down and then pressing with the plate and making a mark through the stencil. And then also it makes a mark on the plate as well, so I can use it again, and it makes the reverse. Interesting way to stencil. You end up with a stencil design that's the shape of the plate, right? So there's the diamond. I did use some of the excess paint from the foamy onto that other label that I had already layered up. So that's what I was showing. And then this is the third label. And I can't remember what happened here. Anyway, I'm sorry that I haven't made any videos and other than live stream and recorded live stream in the last 2 weeks, but it was the holidays. I'm sure you guys are just as busy as I am doing all the decorating and the baking and the cooking and the, you know, spending time with whatever family you could or Zooming with the rest of the family you couldn't. We're all doing the same things, and that's the reason that I haven't been around as much. I've got a video coming tomorrow, which is a hop. So come back and, of course, watch that. And then that actually pushes my vlog to the second. I know some of you were coming around to see if you won the paper bag journal in the giveaway. I didn't realize when I made that video that I would be not having my vlog on the first because of the hop that someone else scheduled, wasn't me. So I'll have my vlog on the second and announce the winner then, which I am going to draw tonight. And of course, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, question, ask me about the foamies, ask me about the tiny plate, or tell me what your experiences are with it. Had you have foamies? Do you like them? Have you tried these tiny plates? Do you use them often or not very often? I'm always interested in all the information you can share. Also, of course, you can go watch the live stream in real time if you want to watch this slower. And you can share this, you can subscribe, you can turn on your notification bells. All those things help my channel. So here are some photos. Stay tuned for the very last photo because it's pretty funny. That's it for me. Thanks. Bye-bye.